Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. Good morning, English Phonology class. I'm Irshad, and I will be your English Phonology class for this whole semester. Welcome to my subject. It's about English Phonology. And in this video explanation, I would like to explain some information that relate to our subject. And I'm really sorry because in this meeting, I just give you the explanation video because the schedule is the schedule is the same with my schedule in doctoral degree program. So for the semester, I'm just going to give you the video explanation. And if you have any question and if you would like some discussion, you may give some question through WhatsApp group. Yeah. And for our meetings, we are going to held in lms.institutpendidikan.aceh.id. And don't forget to download the materials and also the video of explanation, and don't forget to do the assignment in every meetings because I have given you the assignment for every meetings for English phonology in lms.institutpendidikan.aceh.id. So guys, for this meeting, I would like to give you some information about the description, the course description of English phonology, and then some course objectives, grading points, and the first materials of English phonology. Now let's start to the first slides. This is the course description of our subject. Phonology is the course about the basic phonetics and phonology, and focusing on articulatory phonetics like point of articulation, manner of articulation, voice, and voiceless sounds. So there are two kinds of terms that we deal with. Yeah, the first one is phonetics, and the second one is phonology. What are the difference between phonetics and phonology? So phonology is the knowledge of a system, of a language system. Yeah. So phonology is the knowledge of language system, and this knowledge has a branch of linguistics that relate to the how a language be uttered, yeah, by human beings, yeah, by peoples. Okay. And then meanwhile phonetics is the knowledge about the how the sound can be produced by the speech sounds. Yeah. So it's very related each other, but phonology has a big branch of knowledge, and phonetics, it's the point of the phonology itself. Phonetics is the study of the speech sound, how the sound can be produced by the organ of speech. Yeah? Meanwhile, phonology is the knowledge about language system. Yeah, as a broad, it's a broader things from phonetics. Yeah. Okay, and this course has an aim. Yeah, of course, this course has an aim. Uh, the aim is providing the students with basic knowledge of phonetics and phonology as the basic skill for acquiring fluency and accuracy in English as a foreign language. So in this course, in English phonology course, we are going to discuss about the basic knowledge of phonetics and phonology, the basic knowledge of how the sound can be produced by the organ of speech, and then we also discuss about how the information, how the knowledge of the language system can be acquired by us, ya, as people who learn language, ya, seperti itu. Jadi kalau secara garis besar, phonology itu adalah pengetahuan mengenai bagaimana sistem bahasa gitu ya, bagaimana sistem bahasa itu bisa diproduksi gitu ya, bagaimana pengucapan bahasa itu gitu ya. Sedangkan kalau phonetics itu lebih kepada bagaimana memproduksi suara dengan organ of speech atau organ suara ya, atau articulatory phonetics disebutnya ya. Oke. Nah, kemudian selanjutnya di sini saya juga mencoba untuk menjelaskan tentang course objectives yang lain, yaitu yang pertama di sini acquire basic understanding of technical terms in phonics and phonology. Jadi di sini kita akan mempelajari tentang beberapa bahasa-bahasa teknis yang memang ada hubungannya dengan phonetics dan juga phonology. Kemudian kita juga di sini itu mencoba untuk berusaha memahami bagaimana suara-suara itu dibunyikan, kemudian bagaimana technical terms-nya that related to the phonology as a language system. Jadi bagaimana hubungannya suara-suara tersebut atau kata-kata yang diungkapkan itu hubungannya dengan sistem bahasa secara broad, secara lebih luasnya lagi, gitu ya. So intinya adalah the basic knowledge about how the language can be produced and the basic knowledge about how the language system itself ya, as a branch of linguistic gitu ya. Jadi seperti itu. Oke. Kemudian di sini ada grading policy-nya. Untuk grading policy itu ada nilai A yaitu 3,5 sampai 4 gitu ya, nilai B 2,75 sampai 3,49, nilai C 2,00 sampai 2,75, nilai D 1 sampai 1,99 dan nilai E itu di bawah 1. Intinya adalah kalau misalkan Anda ikut pembelajaran saya, kemudian mengerjakan apa yang sudah saya tugaskan, kemudian memahami apa yang sudah saya terangkan, insya Allah itu bakalan nilainya bagus-bagus lah ya, seperti tahun-tahun sebelumnya. Seperti itu intinya. Oke, kemudian yang selanjutnya adalah the tentative schedule. Ya, Anda juga bisa mendownload RPS yang sudah saya upload in lms.institutpendidikan.ac.id gitu ya. Jadi di LMS itu udah lengkap tuh, dari mulai course description, kemudian grading policy-nya juga ada, course objective-nya ada, kemudian RPS-nya ada, kemudian bukunya, buku pegangannya ya, the main resources-nya juga ada dari Peter Roach ya, tentang phonetics and phonology, kemudian di materi di setiap pertemuannya juga saya akan coba upload, meskipun mungkin baru satu pertemuan ya, tapi ke depannya itu saya akan make it very complete, so you can download it anytime, anywhere ya, and also you can hear my explanation ya through YouTube ya, because I'm only sharing the link in the lms.institutpendidikan.ac.id. Okay, back to our point. It's the tentative schedule for our lesson. The session 1, the first meeting, it's the introduction to English phonology, and then the next meeting is about the production of the speech sounds, and then session 3, it's long vowels, diphthong, and also triphthongs. Session 4 is voicing and consonant, and session 5 is the phoneme, phoneme, sorry. The stress is at the beginning, the phoneme. And then the session 6 is fricatives and affricates, kemudian session 7 nasals and other consonants, and then the mid-test, and then the after mid-test, we are going to discuss about the symbols and syllables, strong and weak syllables, stress in simple words, complex word stress, weak form, problems in phonetic analysis, and then aspect of connected speech ya. Nah, itu adalah beberapa tentative schedule-nya. Kenapa saya sebutkan di sini tentatif? Mungkin karena saya melihat juga misalkan bagaimana siswa sudah memahami materi-materinya. Kalau misalkan memang perlu dibahas lagi, ya berarti akan dibahas lagi, kemudian menggunakan penjelasan yang lebih brief lagi, lebih clear lagi terhadap materi tersebut. Jadi makanya disebutnya tentative ya. Okay, so for the first materials is about the production of speech sound. Sebenarnya ini juga akan dibahas di pertemuan yang kedua, tapi mungkin secara generalnya saja saya akan menjelaskan mengenai the production of the speech sound itself. Ya, okay. So if we take a look to the slides, it's the picture about the articulatory phonetics or speech sounds organs, gitu ya. Jadi kalau misalkan kita bisa melihat di dalam slide-nya itu ada articulatory phonetics atau disebutnya itu speech sounds organ atau organ yang memproduksi suara gitu ya. Oke, yang pertama Anda bisa lihat di dalam gambarnya itu ada larynx gitu ya. Larynx itu atau juga disebut sebagai voice box gitu ya. Itu pengertiannya adalah muscular organ produce many different air passage from the lung through the mouth ya. Jadi larynx itu atau disebut sebagai voice box itu adalah muscular organ produce many different air passage gitu ya. Artinya muscular organ, artinya organ yang mempunyai otot di sana yang memproduksi many different air passage, banyak sekali different air passage itu aliran udara yang masuk dan keluar gitu ya, from the lung through the mouth. Dari lung itu paru-paru ya, through the mouth sampai kepada mulut. Jadi larynx itu merupakan the basic organ that that very important which allows the air passage through the lung from the lung through the mouth. Jadi seperti itu ya. Kemudian kalau yang di atasnya itu ada pharynx ya. Nah, kalau pharynx itu adalah kayak rongga ya, tube gitu ya. Which begins just above the larynx. It's about 7 centimeter long in women and about 8 centimeter in men. And it stop and it's divided into two, one part being the back of the oral gitu ya. Jadi pharynx ini dia di belakang dari oral cavity atau rongga mulut ya, oral cavity, dan other being beginning at the way through the nasal cavity. Jadi kan ada dua rongga ya, ada oral cavity sama nasal cavity. Kalau oral cavity berarti yang hubungannya dengan mulut, kalau nasal cavity yang hubungannya dengan hidung, seperti itu ya. Jadi pharynx ini menjadi beginning from the back of the oral cavity dan juga the beginning of the nasal cavity ya. Itu pharynx. Jadi pharynx ini dia posisinya it's above the larynx. It's kind of tube and it has a diameter 7 cm long in women and 8 cm in men. Seperti itu gitu ya. Itu larynx, pharynx ya. Kemudian kalau misalkan kita lihat juga di dalam gambarnya itu ada subpalate, palate, tongue, upper reach, lower teeth, dan juga yang lain sebagainya. Sebenarnya ini akan saya bahas di pertemuan yang kedua. Tapi intinya adalah yang mau saya diskusikan dengan Anda adalah why the English phonology is very important to be studied by English education program. Mungkin itu sih ya yang mau saya diskusikan. Makanya saya meminta Anda untuk membuat sebuah essay mengenai why it's important. Ya, for example, why it's important because it tells us about how to produce the speech sound. So it's relating with the pronunciation, and the pronunciation skill is the basic skill for English learners to learn English, to master the pronounce the English pronunciation. And if someone who speaks English got a bad pronunciation, so I think it's not valid to be called as the English learners or English students, because yeah, the basic point when we learn about language is the pronunciation, how to pronounce the word very well. Yeah, that's one of the reason why English phonetics, why English phonology is very important to be discussed, to be learned by the English students or English education program students. Oke, ya. Jadi silakan Anda tulis essay 500 kata approximately gitu ya. Sekitar 500 kata mengenai why the English phonology is very important to be discussed, to be learned by English education program. Seperti itu ya. Well, I think that's all for today. That's all my explanation. Kita ketemu lagi di pertemuan yang kedua tentang the production of the speech sound. Kita akan membahas lebih dalam lagi mengenai apa the production of the speech sound itself gitu ya. Dari mulai laring, varing, soft pullate, hard pullate itu seperti apa, pengertian-pengertiannya gitu ya. Jadi seperti itu. Oke. Okay? I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention today and see you next week ya. With my video explanation. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.